class. Today I thought I would show you how I stop weeds in my big veggie patch. So as you can see here, I've got a number of different things that I have grown or grow. It's very early in the morning and it's cold, but I've got some onions over there. As you can see there, they're onions, those little spiky looking things. And then down here I've got some beetroot. And then over there I've got more beetroot. And then over there I've got a bunch of different brassicas and things. So here I've got a pretty healthy looking lot of kale. Sorry if it's wobbling a bit, I'm trying my best not to wobble it. And you can see there, this stuff's doing really good. Probably another 2 weeks I'll start to pick these leaves. So every week I give this some sea salt, and I also use a organic snail bait and an organic pest spray to stop the animals from eating everything. So I do have a lot of snails here and slugs, so I have to control them with chemicals and things. But if you have a look, one thing with planting everything, you have to be really careful to not let weeds get out of control. And the best way to not get weeds out of control is to do a method where you actually use one of these things. So this is a hoe, it's a little one. Got a pointy end and a sort of bigger end, like a mattock. And basically what I do every weekend to keep it weed free is I go around each plant and each bed and I disrupt all of the baby weeds and plants that are coming through like that. And it might just be that I run the hoe like this. It's really easy and it just stops the weeds from then having to be pulled by hand when they get too big. So any plant, if you disrupt its root system, it does not like it. Over here I have got some raised garden beds. So I bought that one, that's my dog of awesomeness, Dexter. I bought that green one over there. It's similar to the one we've got at school. But these ones here, they're out of a water tank that I bought for $80. And as you can see out of the water tank, it had holes in the top and bottom, but the sides of it were pretty good. So we cut it into 3 and I've now got 3 raised beds. So this is my pension plan. So when I'm not working anymore, I can actually use these beds and they'll be a bit easier on my back. So this one's just about full, and you can see there I've got some dirt in the top, and that dirt's from holes that I dug over there because those posts are about to be turned into a hothouse. It's another project we're doing out of recycled materials. So this here has been filled with a bunch of grass clippings and also straw, animal manure obviously, as well as anything pretty much I can find. Here I've got some ash that I'll spread in there later. That's out of my fireplace. And you can see here we've been slowly starting to fill this one up, and we've got a heap of bark and other bits and pieces. We've got drainage holes in the bottom. This one at the moment I'm just using it to store all my junk in, but basically I'm looking at filling the 3 of these up over this winter period. If I take you for a walk down here, so that's a big water tank, as you can see, and we use that water tank to help with our house. So again, using that sustainable thing. I've got a little tiny shed over there, storage shed, and basically anything that that comes off that roof fills this up. It's dripping, it's full. We can pump that into our house and have beautiful, like another 10,000 litres of water. Over here, I'm getting everything ready for spring. So what I've done here in this section is I've mowed it super short. Then I've tilled it with my tiller, which I haven't got a thing to show you today, but that's what I've done there. I've tilled it, and then I've spread some used hay from the cows and also some cow manure over the top of it, and then I've covered it with that tarp, as you can see. So it did look like that the other day over there. You can see there's like grass. So by the time spring comes, all I have to do is take the tarp back, get rid of all the slugs and snails, and then till it with my Godzilla, my tiller, and then I can plant whatever I want in there. Probably I'll do some brassicas, cauliflowers, and those types of things, plus carrots, beetroot, and you know, whatever else I want to grow for spring and for summer. So over here, thought I'd show you this. This is actually one of my garlic beds. So I've got multiple ones of them. So as you can see, nothing has popped up yet, just like our garlic at school hasn't popped up. You can see here, I've got, there's some pathways in between everything, and the beds are slightly raised. So today my job is to go through and again just remove all of those weeds, because if I get them while they're tiny little itty bitty weeds, like I'll just show you if I can go in. So there's some little tiny weeds there. No. Tell I'm good at technology, can't you? See, there's that little bit of grass there. So if I hit that today with one of my various weeding implements or trowels, by the end of today everything will look totally weed free, and it means that in another month the plants won't be competing for nutrients. So this plant here is a cauliflower. No, sorry, that's a cabbage. So that's in its infancy, but it's doing quite well. And I've got a bunch of different things there. This is an interesting one to show you. This plant here is a celery that I brought from the store, and I used the celery obviously, but then I pulled the outside leaves of it and I've replanted it, and so it's actually growing. That one there and that one there, and it's a biennial plant, which means it'll grow for 2 years, and that I should be able to harvest that celery for another year, basically, if I pull the outside leaves of it. Same with that one there. That one's actually a new plant that I've planted. So I've got a little crop of celery here. I'll probably add to that, because sometimes I do that. My dog's being naughty at the moment, chasing the cows through the fence. He's so brave. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you how I manage my beds, because if you are thinking of doing any sort of horticulture in the future or growing, it is good to have an understanding of how to maintain things, because one of the big things you've got to do is keep weeds out of your garden. Anyway, I'll get back onto the lesson.